Well, hello again. Seems like an age, but it's been a week since I spoke to you. Uh, Cancer diagnosis plus 34, fight back plus 23 days. Uh, so it's the end of a week. How would I best describe it? Probably the physically and mentally the hardest week I've put in my cream puff so far. I need to stop playing with my hands. Yeah, so last Tuesday started my chemo, and that day, although bloody long, and I did a video from the hospital. Although it ended up being bloody long, was nowhere near as physically intense, hard in my body or hard in my head, my mind, as I thought it would be. And to be honest, apart from the tiredness, well, that day in itself, so I ended up getting a minor operation to a PICC line in it I told you about into my arm, which is going to be in here for the next 6 months. And then in the afternoon, 1 o'clock, we started the chemo, and I was in the chair for just short of 7 hours getting stuff pumped into me. At the end of that 7 hours, they put a bottle on my arm in a little handbag and attached to this little pipe, and it was supposed to stay on for another 2 days, slowly releasing more chemicals into my body. That night, as I said to all you, I didn't get a bed, but I eventually got a bed around about 11 o'clock and got to my bed. That was the night of the thunderstorms, so I got no bloody sleep. Then the nurses came and got me at 7 o'clock in the morning. So virtually no sleep that night. So the next 2 days were just dreadfully knackered. Slept. But unbeknown, the bottle that they put on was supposed to be leaking chemicals into my body for the next 2 days. Didn't work. So I was back in hospital on the Thursday. They got the bottle to work, so I was still doing chemicals through Friday and Saturday into Sunday, and eventually got the bottle off on Monday. And the after effects of the bottle, the side effects, the after effects of the bottle chemicals was worse than the initial 7 hours in the seat chemicals. So it's really beating me up. We'll go into the gory details, but SND without the S. That's, and I'm not through yet, but I'm still popping pills left, right and centre to side effects for that, painkillers for that, lots of shite. But they're doing me a favour, so let's take the rough for the smooth for the rough. I've got to get through this, I've got to do this to get to the end of it, and by getting to the end of it, that's how I'll win. That's how I'll win this fight, along with the continued and unbelievable support I'm getting from everybody there in Facebook land, all my friends and family that are phoning me, messaging me, every message on Facebook. I try to get around to them all. If I haven't, I will, I'll try. And if you think I haven't, just build them up again, and I will. I'll get to them all, I promise. But a little bit more numbers. I said diagnosis 34, fight back 23. Abbey Sparkle Foundation, we're target 2,000, now sitting at 3,722, and that's before gifted. So again, as every video I tell you, it's just unbelievable. I've got some mates running t-shirts down in Wales and in the south of England that are going to go on sale in the next couple of weeks. All proceeds going to Abbey Sparkle Foundation as well, and a few other things I can't talk about yet, but they're hopefully going to come closer to home, come into fruition in the next weeks or month or two, which are going to raise even more awareness and even more money for Abbey Sparkle. And I've decided, since Abbey's special day was Christmas Day, and unfortunately she died on Christmas Day as well, that I'm going to run this up until Christmas Day this year. Come what may, I'm going to run my little fundraiser until Christmas Day, and we'll continue between now and then, when I can, to do fitness. And I know I've missed out for a week, I'm sorry for that, but we had exercises we could have been doing and just repeating them. So what I'll do over this weekend, we'll do one tonight and pick it up tomorrow, or do it tonight if you want. What I'll do over the weekend is I'll build in a Monday to Saturday with a rest day Sunday set of exercises. The videos are all about there already. Stop with the hands, Christ. And we'll just follow it, and I'll post out the videos daily as well as an update post, just so that if I am unwell or too fatigued or too whatever, or in hospital and I can't do exercises on that day, you'll have something to do. You'll have something to continue with your fitness or continue with your range of movement, your full range of movement, full functionality of joints, hip joints, knee joints, elbow joints, and everything up here, but primarily everything around the core and the hips and down to the floor. So we'll slightly change it, and tonight we're going to do building an exercise. We're going to do a bit of mobility around that exercise first before, so it's not stretching, although it is stretching, but it's mobility, range of movement, and trying to get full range of movement. We'll do that before we go into the exercise, and then the exercise, the 50 reps, should be, if not faster, you might get a little bit more end range. So better flexibility and mobility around the ankle, knee, hips, and we'll try and do that. We'll try and incorporate it. And it's not going to be purely a static, but it's not a full dynamic stretch either. But we'll just, no further ado, we'll just get into it. What we're going to do is, last time we did it, we'd accumulate 2 minutes. So tonight we're going to accumulate 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes 30. So a running clock, maybe manage it for 10 seconds, you add that to your next 10 seconds, your next 10 seconds, until you add it up to 150 seconds. 2.5 minutes. I hope maths is there because I'm pretty stupid. Right, so that's all we're going to do. So we're going to start with a static squat. And I've been sitting in the wrong position to do that. Whoa, knees cracking. Oh God, I'm getting old. Right, so what we're going to do is knees slightly wider, and we've done it before, slightly wider than the shoulder width. Toes pointing out, elbows so slightly. And we're just going to wiggle ourselves down somehow. And if you can't get down, go a little bit wider, like I'm just doing this now. Or turn your toes out a little bit more, but not all the way, but a little bit more, and then until you get to a position. And I'm just going to start here. And that's as low as I can go just now, because I haven't done anything for a whole week, and I'm stiff, and I'm looking for my own excuses. But if it helps, put your hands up to the air, which will keep your chest up nice and high. Yeah? And we're just going to sit down here for as long as we can. And I was almost to parallel, but not quite. And so again from the side on forward a bit, it's down here. And you see, so I'm trying to keep my chest up, keep my back straight at about 45 degrees angle, dropping my hips. To do that, I'm now pushing my hands up towards the sky as much as I can. Almost didn't quite get down to parallel with the ground there. And I'm a little bit lightheaded, so I'm going to take a second. If you get lightheaded, stop the exercise, stand up, grab onto something, take some deep breaths, make sure it goes away. We don't like getting lightheaded, but that's me just being out of breath and such like. So take it easy, that's the message. Take it easy, do what you can, not what you think you should be doing. You're not 20 anymore. Some of you kids are, some of the nephews, you better be doing this. Some of you are, and younger. So you come down into this position. And if you can't get that perfect back, because we can't get into position, and we can't get our heels, so this is me heels on the floor, to get into below parallel at the moment, my heels are now come off the floor. So there's ways we can work at this. So I said we're not going to be static in this place, I'm going to move back and forth, really working the range of motion on my ankles. So ankles, believe it or not, is a big thing for getting the full squat. If your ankle range of motion, up and down, full flexion, dorsiflexion, you're not going to get a full squat. So you need to work with those ankles. So I'm just going back and forth whilst I'm down here. And this is all counted in my accumulation of that 2.5 minutes. And I'm going to just sit here in the middle again. Really find everything relaxed in here. Push my knees out. If you want to push your knees out with your elbows. And feel the groin stretching. And there's your backside, as I say, a naughty word. And you just feel your bum dropping towards the floor. And by doing this, that one's down. I'll try and get this one down. And I'm just working it all and stay working this one. this ankle for a wee while, and then back over and working this ankle for a wee while, forward and back and forward and back, and it's my left one's the bad one. And I can feel everything around about my groin, around about my backside, my lower back, all starting to pull, and oh, I'm just going to come out of it again. A little bit of shake. So I'm working it up to my 2.5 minutes. And so another couple of tricks. I'll back a second. So, if you're really struggling with your range of motion or your ankles, heaters on, turn it off. Just get I've got 2 little discs, a little bit of wood, and just put them on the floor, about where your heel's going to be. And just get your heels perched on the sides of that. Your toes, balls of your feet are still on the floor, but I've raised, I've put little wedges inside your shoes. And then come down. And I've now got down below parallel on my hips, but both my heels are now touching, well, they're on the thing, but on the floor, so I've got a steady platform. And that can help you get into this deeper position with a good upright 45-degree angle straight back. That's much better without the pain in my ankles, but I'm accumulating my time, I'm stretching other things. So I don't care if your back curves, we don't want that, but I don't care if we do, because it's all about getting into position and then working on it. In time, we'll all be down flat feet on the floor, hips below knees, knees tracking out and over your toes, slightly to the outside if we can, back's nice and straight, head's up, chest is out, arms are up here, we're in full depth. Okay, yes, I have got heels under my heels, but fine, I'll work on that. I get everything else, I can just come off of them and go back to working my range of motion, my range of motion, and then working back onto my ankles again. Now, this week, during the week or next week, I'll take you into some stretches that are purely for getting full range of motion in the ankles, which will help this a great deal. And I haven't been counting mine in time, because it's probably about that, but I don't care. I will get some done, and I'll do all my reps once the it's finished. But if you hadn't guessed it, it's the old favourite, and we're going to do this one every single week. Preferably on a Monday. In fact, from now on, take it every single Monday. You're going to do some kind of squats. 50 squats, some kind of squats. So, as we've done, grab on the door frame, grab on a chair, be sat in a chair, push yourself out of the chair to fully standing, fully extended hips, back into the chair, door handle, fully standing up squats. And you can go a full stand up squat, and you can all come to here, try and keep that chest up, kind of get that back up, point your hands, I told you good, and then back up to full extension. That's good, we'll do 50 of them. Every week we'll get a little bit deeper, a little bit better work position, a little bit better range of motion, ankles, knees, hips. A little bit less out of breath hopefully. We'll get something out of it. Right, so you know what you can do, you know what you've done in the past, you know what you're going to do tonight or tomorrow. For the psychopaths, we're always trying to build. So those that can't do them are going to get better. Those that can do full and are cracking out 50 quick sharp. What I want you to do this week is do a squat. When you come up, it's almost a squat jump. If you're fit enough, cool, you're going to go squat jumps. What I'm doing is going down and up, not landing hard like I did, but straight back down into it. If you're not going to do a jump, but you want to put a little bit more effort into it, just go quicker. If you're going a bit quicker, and you want a little bit more, just come up a little harder, so your heels, toes are still on the floor, your heels are just coming off the floor at full extension. But as you come off the floor, straight back down, off the floor, straight back down. So drive them up, and force it straight back down to, you can tell I'm knackered. So to be honest, it's almost bedtime. That's all I'm going to do tonight, because many of you have told me off and given me great advice that I should be resting. And you'll do the work for me, so very nice of you, thank you very much. But I am going to do, so I've done a little bit today, and that little bit I've just done with you guys just now is, well, it's not 10 times more because I've done nothing. That's better than I've done every day for the last 7 days on that respect, but it's not lost me. I'm fighting a different battle. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll have a little bit more breath. We'll do another exercise. Probably maybe one we've repeated, but with a light twist, another slight twist, but with another stretch as well. So once again, thank you very much. Everything is so much appreciated. The help, the support, a few cards to the post, little parcels, and please, Abbey Sparkles Foundation, they've got a price of coffee. I can't drink coffee anymore. I've got off coffee, my favourite thing. I can't drink booze, I can't drink coffee. Tea's going out the door very quickly. Yeah, I have to think of something else. Irn-Bru, struggling. Yeah, that's not good. So water and milk are my tipples at the moment. So buy me a glass of milk. Price of milk, give it to Abbey Sparkle Foundation. Okie dokie, love you all as always. See you later, bye bye.